Guys, best Tuesday ever. The vet was supposed to be here at 9 a.m. He called about 8 just to discuss Izzy and see where we were at with things. And she's doing great, guys. If you've been watching the updates, oh my goodness, she's out of the stall. If you've been watching the updates, she's been getting progressively better and better and better and better. Yesterday was the first day that I kind of went, all right, we're going to be okay, right? We're going to be okay. So anyway, so I talked to him and gave him all the rundown that she's 99% weight on that foot. Here she's eating. Go girl. 99% weight on that foot. She's still stall bound. I've let her out, once or twice for a few minutes to get loved on, but she goes right back in the stall. So we're good 3 weeks stalled now. A good solid week on antibiotics, anti-inflammatories, increased supplements, soaking, stalled, what else? All that kind of wonderful stuff, right? So he says he's not too worried right now at this point that we have a rotated P3 in the hoof. That's the bone. He's feeling like, I think we might be in the clear. So he does not want to waste our nonprofits money and, spend $250 to come out here and do something that he's pretty confident that we're past. Right now, she showed signs of it before, but you have to remember, he came out, then the special farrier, orthopedic farrier came out. They were here together, but the farrier didn't do his work until after the vets left. That's when we found the abscess, right? So we're working together on this. So here's what he says. He says, I'm not coming out today and spending your money. He said, what we're going to do is you're going to take her off the anti-inflammatories. You're going to take her off the soaks, right? You're going to leave her stalled most of the time, but start letting her out more and more and more and more, right? And keep her in the paddock, which is just fine. Obviously, stay what we're doing with the rest of the stuff. He wants antibiotics for the next 3 or 4 days, right? What else? What else? What else? God, what else? What else? What else? Cleaning her hooves, as I've been doing. What else? I'm trying to think. Guys, I hope I'm not forgetting anything, but basically he says if she starts showing signs of lameness again, that obviously has nothing to do with the abscess, because the abscess is just looking great. I mean, we're doing great. If she shows that sign again, because you got to remember, guys, she was released from duty from, what was it? Well, it was all 3. She did some mounted patrol. What'd she do? Patrol on the border patrol. She did some police work and she did some prison work. So she's kind of had all of it. But she was released from duty because of lameness. And then we went to Texas and went to a auction and bid on her to save her from kill pens because, she can't work anymore, right? Anyway, we did that and it was great. So we knew she has a problem. But we were just hoping that it wouldn't raise its ugly head since she's not being ridden or worked. And it may have. So we'll see what happens in the future. I want to thank our title sponsors, Chris and Becky Barrett. They were just all in. They said, whatever she needs, let's just do it. They asked if it was a surgical procedure, if it's a rotated bone. It is not. It is not. That is just, we're in trouble. But I mean, they were just willing to go all in for their baby girl, Izzy, and that's just awesome. So we're just doing great. We're off the hook for that $250 x-ray. We have Kip coming in tomorrow. Kip is the orthopedic, that's what I call him. I don't know what his real title is, but that's how I can think of him. Kip the orthopedic farrier, and Brendan, my everyday, God love him, tried and true farrier, that, so that's kind of how I see it. So Kip is Izzy's farrier right now. So Kip will be here tomorrow. He'll assess the hoof. The vet says whatever Kip says goes. If we need to unload the joint, if we need to just do something with the frog, if he wants to try to keep her out of shoes, if he wants to put shoes on her, if we need to see her every 4 to 6 weeks instead of every 10 to 12, which is what we try to push, then our title sponsors have said, don't worry about it. We'll take care of the farrier costs. Let's get her back out of pain, right? Let's get her pain free. So awesome, guys. Obviously long video because a lot to update with our Izzy girl. I'm going to turn this around so you can watch her be happy for a few minutes. And thank you guys for everything, always everything. And Chris and Beck, you make me cry at night. Thank you for your heart. All right, hold on. Here's Iz. There she is. She's out of that hellhole. And she's already tore up the hay. Why do you put it on the ground? This was her bad foot. This was her bad foot. The rings tell a story. You should look that up. What do the rings in a hoof mean? Yeah, you just go on. Don't worry about me. She lost a little weight being in there for 3 weeks. I thought it'd be the exact opposite. I thought she'd be a porker, but she's not. You know, the stress gets to her, you know, so she's not been playing and romping, you know. Hi, hi. Yeah, you get to be a horse again. That's our whole goal, baby girl. Have a great day, y'all. Bye.